Hi there, and welcome back to the Message Marketing Pod. I'm your host, Christopher Melotti from Melotti Media, and this is episode 132, 5 content marketing ideas for medium-sized businesses and companies. From gurus like Gary Vaynerchuk and Neil Patel to message marketing experts like myself and the team at Melotti Media, every marketing professional will tell you that it's all about content. Content. Okay, sure, that's a bit self-promoting, but you might be thinking, well, what's all of us? Well, content marketing is one of the most powerful marketing tools at the disposal of every business and company today, even in today's very turbulent and very automated landscape. Now, content marketing, the reason why is because it's perhaps the best way to turn a basic business into an exciting brand, captivating audiences, and giving voice to what and how you can provide them. Oh, and it's not just for the big corporations or small startups. Content marketing is especially powerful for medium-sized businesses. In this podcast today, I'm going to explore exactly why content marketing is essential for Australian medium-sized companies and provide you with 5 content marketing ideas that you can use to help you stand out and thrive in your increasingly competitive market today. I'm sure you've seen online or on LinkedIn that not many businesses are producing a lot of content, and it's at the detriment of themselves because today your customers are looking for deep and engaging insights, as search engines and more. So let's get to it. If you're a medium-sized company, it's time to get to content marketing. So all good ideas start with a clear why. And when it comes to content marketing for medium-sized businesses, there's no difference. Generally speaking, companies like yourself have already established some sort of level of presence in the market. And this is typically, from my experience, medium-sized businesses have built the basic foundations of a brand. And, you probably have a dedicated team or a small budget in place to build up and support your market. Yet, even though companies like yourselves are still evolving and working towards becoming the industry behemoths that they all want to be and you might want to be, these are the perfect conditions where content marketing plays an absolutely vital role. So is content marketing just about creating posts and social media updates? I mean, this is what I hear all the time. Well, the answer is no. In fact, real content marketing is actually a strategic marketing approach that sees you sharing information that isn't designed to be a sales pitch, but instead spark interest in your brand and your business and your services by providing one key element: valuable, relevant information. When it's done correctly, content marketing for medium-sized businesses allows you to do the following things. One is be distinct. Right? So in today's marketing environment where there's so much competition and turbulence, your business needs to find, and your company needs to find a way to stand out. And content marketing allows you to showcase your unique offerings, value, expertise, and so forth that sets you apart from the crowd. Remember, your customers are looking for this stuff and they will notice if you take the effort. Number 2 is that this type of content positions yourself and your company as experts. By providing leadership in terms of content and informative ideas and offering expert insights, content marketing helps you position your company as an authority in your industry. When you consistently produce valuable and informative content, you establish this sort of trust and credibility and goodwill amongst your audience. That is where you can really be distinct in your space. Number 3 is that, and last but not least, is you can gain a competitive edge. You see, content marketing can give you, your company, an important edge by attracting and retaining customers through engaging, informative content. So rather than simply telling your customers what it is that you do, you can give them a taste of your expertise and demonstrate your leadership in your space. So, given the choice, customers always gravitate to the brand that they know provides them with value. It's just the way that humans work. Think about how you consume things and how you pick service providers and products, is that the company that doesn't provide anything, you're going to ignore that because you don't feel safe in making that decision. Whereas if you go and you stumble across a brand or a company or a service provider that is proactive in educating you and doing videos and podcasts and blogs and giving you a website full of juicy content, you are more willing to trust them because they have earned that trust. But let's now provide the other side of that, which is be careful. Content complacency amongst companies is common. Well, that was a bit of a hard thing to get out of. Content complacency is common amongst companies. So unfortunately, medium-sized businesses can get into a little bit of a comfortable, lazy content marketing complacency. So even if a company is currently producing content, they can get lazy. Now, there's 4 reasons why this happens. Number 1 is that a company has recognized the importance of content marketing, tick, and they've begun creating and curating content for multiple platforms, tick, and they've started to reap the rewards of more eyes bringing in more business, double tick. However, the crux of this is that as content marketing becomes just mundane, then it can be increasingly same, uninspired, and unfortunately too vanilla. Oops, okay. So what I mean by this is there's a couple of categories, right, in content marketing. There's the ones that don't produce any content and they never get anywhere, right? If you don't have enough information on your website and not producing fresh, relevant content across all your platforms, then you're going to get forgotten, right? That's just how it works, right? So that's the first category. Don't be there. Number 2 is the company that is producing regular content. However, it's become so routine that they're almost bored with themselves. And so as a result, these businesses are producing content that is boring their customers themselves. Now, this is where it gets a bit complacent, right? And it can happen. It happens to the best of businesses and companies. However, you don't want to be in this category either. Sure, you're producing content, but you don't want to be producing Wikipedia AI-generated content because that's boring. Your customers see through that and you're not getting the depth of resource and the expertise that your team truly has. So, what's the answer? It's the third category, which is a company that is constantly producing a 12-month plan that has fresh content ideas and channels that are always improving. So for instance, they're looking into their business and looking at key opinion leaders and looking at the latest information and developing content around that keeps companies coming back. So here are some ideas for your company if you want to, and as you should, be embarking on content marketing to get the best results. So the first are frequently asked questions. So it's simple but effective. FAQs are a brilliant way to strengthen customer service while simultaneously enhancing your content marketing strategy. So whether you place them on your website, inside articles, or on social media, medium-sized businesses can really benefit greatly from FAQs because they provide a direct and immediate answer to customer queries and they help with SEO. So think about things like, anything around what your customers are asking, what's the latest in your industry. Just make sure that they are customer centric, i.e. that they are providing good, relevant answers. So they don't just drift off, they provide really sharp answers like, can you help me in this situation? Or what kind of service do you need for this? Think about what your customers are asking and answer them. The next thing is demonstrate your key opinion leadership with your FAQs. So if they are asking, what's happening, what's trending, how to help them, give the real insights. No one wants to go to a Wikipedia page. That's what AI is for, right? Leave that to your competitors. What you want to be doing is really getting into all the nitty-gritty of what your business can truly offer your customers and your audiences. And last but not least, as I said, a human touch, right? Is remember that the best FAQs have that human personalization and empathy. It demonstrates that you have anticipated their thoughts and concerns, and that requires a certain level of emotional intelligence on your part. So when you have a company that provides really genuinely thought out, customer-centric, human-centric FAQs and you answer them, that will help. Okay, number 2, what can your company do around content marketing is strengthen your sales collateral. So sales collateral is any document or material, which is classed as content, that helps you support the sales process. So if you are a medium-sized business, chances are that you've undertaken some sort of level of growth in the last few years. And as a result, your branded sales collateral may need a revamp to match your current business setup and brand. So do you have things that are ready, pieces of content that your sales team can use? For example, ebooks, brochures, sales presentations, product sheets, sales scripts, and more. If you found that you don't have these materials, then you're leaving your sales team up to their own devices or exposed. Imagine what your sales team can do and the results they could achieve if they had pieces of content to support them. So this is a really good idea. If you're a medium-sized company and you're looking to support your sales team, then you should be producing all of these pieces of content like books and brochures and things that help them do their job better. The better that you help them, the more that they will provide better leads and conversions. Number 3 for your company when it comes to content marketing is company communications. So if you want your medium-sized business to stand out in the competitive market, then you have a responsibility to be on the front foot when it comes to business comms. So think about it. Do you want to be perceived as similar and therefore replaceable to your competitor, like in exchange for your competitors? Or would you like your brand to scream innovation? Well, I mean, anyone would choose the latter. So in this case, it's important to use marketing content as comms to showcase what makes you different. For example, like, do you have presentations that you and your marketing team have readily available so they can put proposals together? What about press releases, social media posts, and speaking engagements and things like that? Crafting company content sets your business apart. And so when you have that ready at your disposal, that will help you. Speaking of communications, what about brand communications? More on the marketing side rather than corporate side. Your brand messaging is the cornerstone of your content marketing strategy. So as a medium-sized company, it's essential to ensure that your brand communication is not only up to date and aligns with your current goals, but also has a solid strategic foundation to guide all future marketing content. So that's where a brand core messaging document can come in. And a brand core messaging document establishes the guidelines that identify your brand's messaging and tone of voice, making it easily recognizable for your audience. So that will really help you. Now, number 5, of course, for your company is your website. That is the number one. It's the digital face of your business, and it's the one-stop shop for all of your content. Gone are the days when medium-sized companies could get away with a few simple pages. Now, today, corporate websites need to be comprehensive. They have to be like a library designed to cast a wide net to attract potential customers. So as a result, you really need to get into your company website and bring about put all the content there that gives your audiences what they need to convert. So, for example, your website content must be constantly evolving to reflect the current state of your business. And your website needs unique, valuable, and personalized content that appeals to those ideal audiences. That's the 5. There you have it. They're the top 5 content ideas. So where do you start, right? So you're probably thinking, well, all right, Chris, that's some great ideas, but what do I do now with that? Well, it really comes down to putting together a content marketing strategy. You see, every company can do content marketing, but the ones that really get great results are the ones that think about their situation. Your situation it reflects in the way you put your content together. So, like, for example, if you look at your competitor, their content needs and creation will be very different to what yours are, because it's very important to set your content around your context. So if you want to do this, it's really important to sit down and look at your competitive landscape, your industry trends, your market characteristics, and your typical customer types associated with your company, and then formulate a brand core messaging document and your content marketing strategy in order to build the right content library for you. So if you need help with that, of course, our team of content copywriters at Melotti Media can definitely help you. You see, this is what we do. We work with brands really closely, and we help brands identify what pieces of content they need to create around the audiences they want to attract, and then we execute them. So if you need help and you're a medium-sized business or company and you really need help to really get that content across and create that content that really gets results, and I'm talking really gets results, like not just generic stuff that AI can produce. I'm talking bespoke content that is based in your business, and where we interview your team members and we really get the insights and articulate them in a way that your customers will pay attention to. Then that is what Melotti Media does. So thank you very much for listening to episode 132 of the Message Marketing Pod. If you are a medium-sized company and you need help with your content, contact us. You can visit our website at melottimedia.com.au or contact us via our website or email at inquiry@melottimedia.com.au, and we will love to chat about your business and how we can make content work for you. So thank you again for listening to this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks again. My name is Christopher Moroney from Melotti Media.